Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next normal. Happy holidays to you. What a wonderful week we've been having. Can you imagine spending a whole week before the Christmas, before Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, the New Year, all about letting go and about the complexities of attachment? How have you been enjoying the week? Right before I came in the studio, I was talking to Baba, God. It's just saying what a beautiful sustainer, to really gently, slowly go into one particular topic, attachment. A vibration we've gotten so used to that we don't even know what it's like to be an embodiment of love anymore. And even when we love, we feel it has to have so much emotions in it. Love actually doesn't have emotions. Love is a power. It's not an emotion. Let that land in your heart pretty well. That's really important for you to really dissect. Love is not an emotion. It's a power. But when the energy of attachment gets mixed into the love, then it becomes an emotion. Emotion drains the power of the soul. I know you might not believe it right now because some will say emotions are good. Yeah, that's what we're used to. It's an old story. It's this very simple village. There was a golden Buddha in that village for quite some time, but nobody knew the Buddha was golden because it was covered by mud. And so everyone in the village just thought that this Buddha image that they would go to pray to was just a mud Buddha. Till one day, there was a torrential rainstorm. And that rainstorm cracked the mud off of the Buddha for the villagers to recognize, oh my goodness, it's a golden Buddha under there. And everything that I've been teaching you, especially this week about attachment is the mud. And the moment you break away from the mud, you recognize how golden your soul is, how incredible your spirit is, and the amount of capacity and potential that your spirit holds. The only reason why we're not fulfilling it or living it is that we're playing in the mud. In the teachings of Raja Yoga meditation, we call the mud body consciousness. In mystical terms, I've created an acronym called ALGE. It's where over and over again, every day, your thoughts are motivated by anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, and they have brothers and sisters, cousins, aunts and uncles, best friends, and even some strangers that come along. They can come in the form of criticism, judgment, depression. The list is endless, just to give you an idea. I don't want to take you down that road. Today we're looking at attachment to nationality and language. Oh gosh, look at history. So many brutal wars are fought because one leader wants somebody's land, or within that land, somebody wants to take over the land with the thought that I'll do much better of a leadership than this one. Brutality because of nationality. How many people have had to leave their countries to find some sort of an opportunity? America now has a huge issue at the border with so many immigrants coming over illegally to try to find a better way of life. And now, because of their no status, just look at how they're being treated. You're illegal. You're not God's child. You're nothing. Put them in a cage. Separate them from their families. Who cares? They're coming over illegally. It's a crime. Attachment to nationality. My country isn't giving me any opportunity. Please, America, can you help me? Creates a lot of sorrow, doesn't it? But let's say that your country is going through a coup or a takeover. Let's say your country is Palestine. Let's say that your country is Israel. Let's say that you are a Ukrainian or Russian. It's going to create different emotions, huh? Just think about if you're a Palestinian right now and you saw a Jewish person. Just imagine if you're Israeli and you see a Palestinian. Interesting, right? Let's just say that you are Indian and you see a Pakistani. Attachment to nationality can breed a lot of hate, a lot of empathy, a lot of fear, a lot of feelings of lost. Like I don't know where to go, what to do. When my parents came to America from Jamaica, to tell you the truth, sometimes I don't even remember that I was born in Jamaica. My mother was the one who used to somehow, because of her accent or food, I'd remember. But I've been living here for so long. But yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I'm Jamaican. I'm born there. I left when I was 4, but okay. I don't feel it. Do I feel like I'm an American? I love the country for what it has done for my family. We're very fortunate. I have the fortune to share information like this through a camera lens to thousands of people and without being arrested or killed for my power of speech. I love this country. Am I attached to it? I'm attached to the opportunities that it gives everybody who works hard here. That's what I love most about the country, its progressiveness. So I'm attached to India. I go to India once or twice a year. I can't even tell you how many times, over 50 times I've gone to India, even though I'm living here in the US. So where am I from? Jamaica, America, India? I'm confused. Each country offers a different sort of expression of personality. I'm not attached to none of them, but I'm attached to some of the qualities of those countries. Think about it. Language. As a result of where you're born, your land of origin, it emerges a language. It emerges your mother tongue. In India, there are over 200 languages. Can you imagine? It amazes me. There are certain people who say, if you don't speak my language, don't talk to me. There have been also wars over languages. There have been division, crises, the language that we speak. We have a young man, and he's from Guatemala. He was a lifesaver here for Om Shanti Village and helping to maintain the building for us. And we both use Google Translator to be able to tell him, Francisco, this is broken, can you fix it? And he goes on Google Translator, it gets translated. But he hasn't learned yet to speak English in an English-speaking country. It's one of your responsibilities to learn the language of the land that you're living in. And if you're living in America and you still can't speak English, it could trouble the individuals who are born here, even those who have lived here for over 5 decades. It's an interesting thing, huh? Your attachment to nationality, your attachment to language can trouble your spirit if it's not flowing your way. But did you know that there was a time when the world was just one mass? I just want to show you an image that Santosh and I researched yesterday. I want you to think about before the massive earthquake took place. There was a massive earthquake, and there were many other earthquakes thereafter. If you look at the map now, the modern day world, it looks like everything was one piece. So how come it all kind of spread out and then the waters came in between the ocean? So just imagine when the world was one puzzle. It was all put together in one state. There was no India, no Africa, no this, no country. There are over 200 countries now. Nobody was saying, I'm from here, this is my land, you have to give it to me. I'm going to push you out because none of you are valuable. There was no leader in those times that were trying to disseminate 6 million people from living in their so-called country. I'm going to ask you to pause and look at the image. Look at how perfect it is to fit in as a perfect puzzle. And keeping in mind that some lands must have also gone underneath the earth. There are predictions that there will be another massive earthquake. That massive earthquake is supposed to move the plates under the earth so intensely that it all comes back to one piece. And there'll be no America, no South America, no Europe, no China, no Jamaica. It'll just be the world. Now, somebody is going to ask you, where are you from? I'm from the world. I'm from here, the planet Earth, like you. But I have spent a lot of time in America. I've lived in this land called America. They're very progressive. They're trying their best to live the most idealistic society by bringing a multitude of cultures and people on their land, offering them the freedom to do as much as they can, but stay in the restraints of the law so that we can live this golden age society. What a wonderful conversation, huh? Rather than when I speak to people, and one lady I was talking to, her father was the prime minister of a country, and she basically spoke to me about this current political climate. Then she says, America has to suffer for its sins. America did this. America did that. America is this. And I just listened and I said, yeah. We all have to suffer for our sins, not just America. Everybody has to atone for their iniquities on another person. I don't think it's just America's problem. I think it's everyone. As God's children, we've moved away from the golden light that we are. And we've been living mud to mud with each other. My mud, your mud, American, Indian, Jamaican, African, tall, short, man, woman, all mud. Attachment is mud. Attachment is mud. And do you like playing in the mud? Now, how do I counteract the attachment? I want to show you at some point this image that I have had in my life since I was 17. It's called the Three Worlds, and this image has always brought me to a place of comfort. And what this image says is, I know I'm here on the earth. I know I'm in a body. The name of the body right now is Jenna. And Jenna has this kind of a personality and way about her. She's doing this and she's doing that and she's playing that part. But when she reaches a particular point, spiritually and energetically, there's no need to continue to play the part. So her soul goes back to God, to God's light, and she rests until she's ready to come back down and play another part. And I find that to be a very intriguing concept. So at a soul level, where you're from, God's world, the soul world, the womb of God. I'm from God's light. Are you attached to that? Where are you from? I'm from God's world. I'm from the soul world. And the irony is that 8 million souls are from that same country, same place, same land, same geography, the soul world. 8 billion souls come from the same place. Should there be any division? And the only reason why there's division is because of mud. Attachment. My country is better than your country. My language has more feelings. Oh, my language has depth. Mud. Trying to compete with mud. The language of the soul world, silence and love. There's peace in your words when you speak. That's my language. My language is peace and love. As I speak Spanish, Hindi, English, German, French, Swahili, Malayalam, Mandarin, it goes on. My language is peace and love. I come from the soul world. I'm just here in America, in Africa, in Russia. I'm here in Palestine. I'm here in Israel. I'm living in this particular land. For some reason, I have to be down here to do something in this land. But I don't want to bring my mud. It's just where I am. I come from the soul world, God's light, where there's ultimate love and peace. So that's how we should all be with each other down here. Thank you, Santosh. Don't you find that fascinating? Mud to mud, where does it get you? Soul to soul, where does it get you? Attachment makes stories very complicated. It's time that we get out of the complexity and be free. Just be loving. Just to be loving. Let's take a look at our awakened intelligence and see what they'll say if I wasn't attached to my nationality or to my language. I bet you it would just open up your heart. Detachment from language and nationality can provide profound benefits for personal growth, understanding, and unity. I mean, come on. It gives you a broader perspective, inner peace and reduced conflict. Beautiful. Enhanced communication. You heard how I introduced myself and you came from the soul world. That's a great conversation around the drink. Spiritual growth. Freedom and flexibility. Fostering global solutions. That's the big one. So detachment doesn't mean rejecting or disowning language or nationality. It means not being overly attached to them, allowing room for greater acceptance, adaptability, and understanding of others while appreciating the unique contributions of all cultures. Now, you tell me, isn't that beneficial? Don't you think that will help you to feel more connected to your neighbors, to open up your curiosity to learn more about the differences in people and yet the similarities? We all want love. We all require respect. And we want to be happy. Of course, financial abundance will give us a sense of freedom. But the characteristic behind that, you have to be that in your spirit. But if we keep going mud to mud, the qualities of character reduce and they get converted into algae character. Anger, lust, greed, attachment, ego, and it feeds your fears and insecurity. And love leaves you. No more of that. Let's do a little meditation on letting go of these attachments. Let it go. Let it go. My friend Reverend Ivy Hilton, she does the Sound Spa at the Meditation Museum on the first Friday of every month. And in her sound spa, she'll keep saying, let it go. Just let it go. So let's do some letting go of attachment to our nationality and our language. Enjoy. Om Shanti. The time that we choose to be aware doesn't necessarily require me to just sit and meditate. But even while I walk and move around, I can be in a meditative awareness, which is awareness of the soul, the original, eternal, imperishable being of light. For a little while, I'd like to invite you to be present, to be here, and to be now. Allow your mind to settle in the moment, to relax. This meditation is about awareness. It's about becoming aware of your original and eternal self. It's about connecting to your truth. Let go of your name. And observe yourself feeling nameless. Let go of your gender to discontinue thinking you're a man or a woman. Let it go and observe how you would feel walking around without a gender. Let go of the role that you play and let go of the titles that you own. Observe how you're feeling as you are gradually letting go. Let go of your religion and put it aside just for now. And let go of your nationality and even the language that you're accustomed to. Imagine you have no name, gender, role, title, religion, nationality, or even a language. Ask yourself, how do you feel at this moment? And in this feeling, who would think of you and who would you think of? The Supreme Soul would think of you, and you, the liberated soul, would think of the Supreme. In this state of absolute freedom, I am truly who I am. A free, peaceful, pure, immortal, and eternal soul. Allow yourself to just be absorbed in this awareness. At this time, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Detach from my name. We covered that. Detachment from my gender. We covered that. I'm not a man or a woman. Detachment from role and title. I can still play my role and title with virtues and qualities, but sometimes we're so attached to the role and title we disregard the feelings of other people because we're so ego-oriented. Don't you know who I am? If your car's broken down on the highway, the President of the United States is not who you need. You need a mechanic. That's the most important person. So we all walk around with the ego of our role and title. And today we're focusing on attachment to nationality and language. How many wars are fought because of that? All because of attachment, not the country, not the language, not the role, not the title, not the gender, not the name. The problem is the attachment you have, the mud that we're wearing, the body consciousness, not the soul awareness. We come from God. We all came from God. That's powerful. Let's go to the Sister Gita effect and really get some more wisdom from Sister Gita.
Prefer no one, love all. In self-respect, you won't prefer one over another. You will have love for all with the warmth of a mother. No, the ego loves opinions and it separates you and divides. But if you were truly wise, you would never pick a side. No matter what you heard, you don't know the whole story. You don't know the past or if the future will bring glory. So please, never take sides. So when two are posed to battle or engage in a terrible war, why not send good wishes instead to both and not pollute your core? Or else, what will happen? You'll root for one over another, but the one you root against is also God's child and is your brother. Will you cheer his defeat? Will you relish his downfall? Will this bring peace of mind to you and make you feel love for all? No. A preference for one means a prejudice against another. This keeps the heart closed from loving all like a mother. I want to know more, to know what true love is. I ask her to explain, to tell me what love does. Love means never taking sides, prefer no one. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Sister Gita. I'm not attached to her. I value the lessons that she's left behind, and those lessons make me a better person. So, today's blessing, now every day we get a blessing from God, Baba. May you be constantly loving, and as a result of your loving nature, receive blessings of always flying high, and thereby become carefree, and your victory will be guaranteed. If you are loving, you will always receive the blessing of flying high and feeling that you are blessed by God. Beautiful, huh? All right, so nice to get a blessing every day and keep that alive. Hi, everybody. Hi, Shobha, Divya, Minakshi, Rashmi, Dilip, Darlene. It's been a magnificent week with your wisdom, Sister Jenna. Thank you, Darlene Attard, and thank you for having your proper name. It's been funny calling people Ebb, blue, pink, are red. Certified Lady, Alka Patel, Om Shanti, Kemcho, Yukti, Dial, hi. And Joanne Cochran, Anita, nice to have you. Indu, Gigi, nice to have everybody today. Yeah, it's been a great week of attachment, and tomorrow's session will be attachment from the body. So we'll explore that. And thank you all so much for joining me. And I'm just hoping that this just makes you feel a lot stronger, more focused and committed to living a life that is worthy of you. You shouldn't live a life that brings you down or has you feeling like a victim. It's not the age to be victimized in your mind. Everybody's going through something. Nobody's free of an obstacle or a challenge. But everybody has the ability now to overcome it with grace and dignity. There's so many tools. There's so many people in your life that you can turn to now for support. Nobody needs to be alone anymore. Remember to keep practicing to love everyone the same. Your love will increase. Your attachment will run away. Take care. All the best.